Hello and welcome. My name is Hydro Kimono, and today we're going to be talking about how to be confident. Now, this is an interesting topic because I think it's something that a lot of people really struggle with. Myself, I was not born confident. I, for most of my life, was not a very confident person. It's only been within the last, I don't know, maybe like 5-6 years that I've really gained a lot of confidence. And you can do that in a lot of different ways. So I'll kind of tell you what I did, and you can kind of take it from there, apply it to your own life, etc., etc. So there's a lot of little things that you can do to sort of gain confidence. One of the things that you can do is set yourself goals, whatever they may be. Start off really small and then kind of gradually go to bigger and bigger goals. Maybe one goal is you want to start jogging or something, and you don't try anything too crazy. Don't try to do like a 5K right off the bat or anything. Maybe just try one lap around the block. Do that for a week, and then the next week try doing a lap and a quarter, and then the next week try a lap and a half, and the next week try a lap and 3/4, and so on and so forth. And pretty soon you're going to start feeling better, you're going to get in better shape, and you're going to be able to run more and more and more. Something like that's going to boost your confidence because you're going to see yourself achieving your goal, and you keep setting more goals and you keep achieving them. That's going to boost your confidence because now you know that you're the person that can achieve your goals. That's one of the really big things. And confidence has to come within you. There's a lot of people who maybe have been told their whole life that they're really good at something, and they believe the hype, and now they're really confident as a result of that. That's really just masking it. That is you believing what all these other people have said, even though you yourself may not believe it. Someone can look at my photographs and say, you're a really good photographer. And if I don't agree, or I don't really think that, and I think that my stuff's mediocre, it's never really going to stick, and it's just going to be a big front. I'm going to act like I'm confident, but deep down I'm really not. So I think that's one of the other things that you can do is find something that you are good at and really work at that. If you're good at painting, keep working on it. Keep getting better and better. Push yourself to get better. Push yourself to do something, think of something that you thought before might have been a little bit too hard, and see if you can actually achieve that. Don't get bummed out if you don't. It doesn't mean that you're bad. It just means that you're not ready for that level yet, whatever that may be. For me, it's maybe if I went and tried to do some really elaborate video and I failed at it, I shouldn't feel bad about that because I'm really level jumping. I'm going from doing this to trying to do something really, really elaborate, and that's not going to work. You have to kind of go baby steps. Just like I was talking about before with the jogging thing, set yourself smaller goals. So figure out what you're good at and really work on that. One thing that you really have to come to terms with and really be totally okay with is the fact that there's always going to be somebody better than you at whatever you're doing. There's always going to be somebody better. There's always going to be somebody smarter. There's always going to be somebody with more money. There's always going to be somebody better looking. That's just a fact. That in no way should make you an unconfident person. Because if that was the case, 98% of the population would be really unconfident because we all have to look at like Johnny Depp or Brad Pitt or, whomever as examples of people that we are not. So you can't look at it that way. Just because they're them, they are who they are, doesn't mean that you are any less of a person, if that makes sense. It has to come from within you. You have to really dig down and figure out who you are, what you're about, and that is going to make you confident. Somebody can take a look at me and maybe think, like, this guy isn't confident. Who's this guy? Why does this guy have any reason to be confident? And the fact of the matter is that if I were to sit and break down everything that I have, everything that I do, all that kind of stuff, my job, my house, my car, all that all of that, it's very average. There's nothing really special about it. What makes me special is me. And I know that sounds really cliche, but the fact of the matter is that that is the truth. What makes me confident is the fact that I can go into a situation and know that I'm going to be me and that is going to be completely accepted by everybody there. If you go into a group of people and you sit down and you start talking, chances are the majority of the people are going to like who you are, unless you don't say anything. You just sit there or you have nothing but negative things to say. You go into a group of people and you have a lot of stereotypes. You have the person that's a little too chatty, the alpha who wants to be the center of attention, the person with nothing but negative, sarcastic things to say, the person that is just super sweet and just wants to bring you into the conversation. You have all of these stereotypes going on. If you can go into a situation like that and come out with everybody thinking that you're really cool, you should have total confidence in that. And that's exactly what I have. I know I can go into a situation and get along with everybody. I can make people laugh. I can make people think. I can, show my intelligence, things like that, and slowly, gradually earn the respect of everybody in the group. That's one of the things that makes me confident. Also, I don't put myself in crazy situations that would just completely just crush my ego. It's good to get out of your comfort zone, but one of the things that's really going to bring down your self-esteem and bring down your confidence is if you're constantly putting yourself in situations where you're going to be let down and you're going to be talked down to or things like that. You want to avoid doing that until you've gained the confidence to really be able to go into just any situation, no matter what it is, whether it's learning a new skill or meeting new people or any of that, a new job or any of that. You want to make sure that you're confident enough to be able to go in there and really come out victorious in a way. But yeah, definitely it's good to go out of your comfort zone. And when you do that and you come back victorious, as I said, you'll come back definitely a lot stronger. And that's going to help boost your confidence. And there's a big difference between being confident and having an ego. Ego is very superficial. It's very on the surface. Confidence is something that's a lot deeper, and that's something that everybody can see. I mean, you can see ego too, but a lot of times when you've seen somebody that has a huge ego, it's usually followed by some really negative comment about stuff that they have or something like that. You don't usually get jealous of people who are confident people, but you do tend to get jealous of people that have a really big ego because it's been inflated by a bunch of people around them. The guy that just is surrounded by beautiful women all the time, has a really nice car, has a really nice house, that's building his ego. Shouldn't build your confidence, although I know a lot of people would disagree with that. But what you have shouldn't give you confidence. If I owned a Lamborghini, that shouldn't give me confidence. That just shows that I have a nice car. That's all that says. Chances are if I have a nice car, I have worked really hard at it. Or I've worked really hard to get it. I've worked really hard at a job, or I saved up a bunch of money, or something like that. Either that or I'm terrible with my money and I should be spending my money on something else, but instead I'm blowing it on this really expensive car that would be otherwise really impractical because I can't really afford it. So, things will not give you confidence. Although, if you're wearing really nice clothes, instantly you might feel a little bit more confident because you feel like you'll look really good. Although looks are really, really superficial. So it's not going to stay. Nobody is going to be attractive their entire life. At some point we all get old, our bodies start breaking down, we get wrinkles, our skin starts sagging. Your skin's not as loose or as looser than it was when you were a lot younger. So again, you have to just kind of throw that out the window. How many times have you seen a really, really attractive person with somebody that you would consider very unattractive? All the time. I see it all the time. Especially when I worked in Orange County. I worked in Orange County for years, and I constantly saw that, and immediately chalk it up to old guy, really young, hot woman, must be about the money. So, but that's, just in a normal scenario where you have a guy that you look at like this guy's not attractive, and he doesn't have much of a personality. What's the deal? And he's with somebody who's very cool and very attractive. It's the confidence. It's because this guy had the confidence enough to go up to the girl, talk to her, get her phone number, take her out, and eventually that worked out into a relationship. I think a lot of people are really afraid to go up and talk to people like that because they don't, obviously they don't have the confidence to go up and talk to them. Like, who am I? Why would this girl want to go out with me because I'm nobody? Well, right there you've already defeated yourself. You've already blown it for yourself, and that's your problem. You have to realize that you are special. Everybody is special. I don't care how boring you are or how sad you are all the time or whatever. You are special and you are unique. There literally is somebody out there for everybody. So don't give me the I'm nobody and I'm not good enough or whatever. That doesn't mean anything. You should always go into a situation like that like, I have no competition. That's how you should look at it. But really, everybody is unique. And for all you know, that person is looking for exactly you. But they'll never know that because you don't have the confidence to actually go up and talk to them. So I guess that would be another way to gain confidence too, is just meet new people as much as often as you can, and kind of see where that takes you. You might get some rejections, but eventually that'll work out to something. But this is why you have the really attractive person with a really unattractive person, because they have confidence. It has nothing to do with anything else. Chances are they don't have a bunch of money. They're not in a position where they can leech off that person, and they don't have anything else going on. Chances are it's just because they actually had the confidence enough to go talk to them. Because attractive people, believe it or not, don't get approached that often. And when they do get approached, it's usually by somebody who is just somebody that they would never ever go out with. Somebody with like some really corny line or something like that. Whereas the person that comes up to them and they're like, "Oh, hi, I'm so and so. I see you're doing this. Are you into that?" Things like that are going to go a lot longer it's going to go a longer ways. That's what I'm trying to say. Because that doesn't happen to attractive people that often. I'm not saying that for me. I'm saying that because I've known plenty of attractive women, and they all say the exact same thing. I never get approached. Guys never talk to me, and the ones that do would just be a complete waste of time, and nobody I would ever seriously consider going out with. Other guys that they like, never talk to them. They never have the confidence to actually go up and talk to them. But anyway, that's getting into a whole dating situation type thing and how to approach people. This is actually about confidence. So anyway, set goals for yourself. Start small and get bigger and bigger. When you achieve those goals, you'll feel a lot better about yourself, and that's going to help boost your confidence. Really think about what you're good at and really work on that. Getting really immersed in something that is a passion of yours is going to help build your confidence too. Because when things like that come up, you're going to be 100% confident that you know exactly what you're talking about. And as you talk to people about it, they're going to be confident that you know what you're talking about too. And that is going to go a long way. Try to meet new people. That's going to make you more confident too. When you have success meeting new people, that's going to make you feel really good about yourself. Because you're going to come home and say, prior to that conversation, I never would have pictured myself in that situation, or that these people, that person, whatever, would have given me the time of day. Yet here I am, having this long conversation with these people, and now I've got plans with them, or whatever it is. That's gonna boost your self-esteem and your confidence as well, because now you know that you can go up to a person and that they will find you interesting enough to talk to you for a while, and maybe even want to go out and go do something with you, or invite you. They may even invite you to go hang out with their friends, and I got some other people for you to meet because I think you're cool enough to actually meet my friends. That's going to go a long way too. But at the end of the day, it has to come from you. Listen to your close friends too. They're not going to steer you the wrong way. If they're really good friends, they're going to tell you the truth. If you're being too negative, they need to tell you that you're being too negative. If they're really good friends and they want to help you. They will tell you all the positive things about you too. You need to believe that. And if they're really close, believe the negative too. And that's something that you can change. People can change their personalities. If you have traits that you don't like and that other people don't like, you can change it. I used to be very, very pessimistic. And I worked at it through different ways. A lot of it was through Buddhism, Hinduism, things like that, and really seeing people as just the souls that they are. That really helps. It sounds kind of weird, but it's when you look at people like that, you start thinking, we're all the same. We're all interconnected. We're all people. We're all mammals that breathe air and bleed. And why should I be less confident than this person just because they have more stuff? They're a human being too, and that's really important. So you need to kind of look at it that way. We're all interconnected, so we're all great in our own way. But yeah, hopefully that helps. I mean, I know that's just the tip of the iceberg of a lot of stuff that you can do, but I think if you start doing those things, you'll start building your confidence and your self-esteem, and that's really what it comes down to. Is our lack of confidence is because we don't see our own self-worth. You can't see yourself as being worth anything in any situation, therefore you have no confidence. But the fact of the matter is, you are worth something. And when you find out exactly what makes you different from everybody else, then you will understand that a little bit better. That you are unique, and that is awesome, and that should give you a little bit more confidence too. But yeah, reaching your goals, that's another thing that when people set all these goals and they don't reach them, their confidence just goes down and down and down and down and down. And it's just sad, because that is another really easy fix. Confidence is an easy fix. You just have to work at it. Most people are pretty amazing people. I have yet to really meet too many people that I didn't think that I didn't want to sit down and talk to and really hear their story. Anyway, this has gone long enough. If this helps, and hopefully it did, let me know, and I can do a volume 2 or part 2 or something like that, and we can go into a little bit more detail. Yeah, believe it or not, I'm a confident person. And look at me. Why am I confident? Because I looked inside myself and realized who and what I am. That I'm a loving, caring, funny, smart person who's talented at several different things, and that makes me confident. So anyway, hopefully this helps. Let me know what you think, and if you want a part 2, let me know that too. Alright? Thank you for watching, and have a good night.